Hello, welcome to Live Life Right channel. Master P has responded to my previous video. He has also responded to bloggers, as he say, but I highly believe that he definitely is responding to mine because of the things that I said in my last video about him shading Monica and Kim and how C Murder is not following his family on social media. So if you guys have not seen that video, I recommend you guys to please check that video out because that video, it's moving and it's still doing very well. And I'm going to play his interview on what he said, and then I'm going to come back and respond to that.
So this is probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. But Jesus told the disciples, go out and be truthful. And whoever can appreciate that, just dust your feet off and keep it moving. This is not about me. This is about the older people in my family that has no verse when it comes to what's going on right now. And they shouldn't be talked about the way they have been. And any of y'all have any relative that incarcerated that you know that's ungrateful, then you probably can understand this, especially if you did everything you could do. Like my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, aunties, uncles. I know they've went above and beyond to help my brother. And I'm real disappointed because I didn't even know he had a social media. But when I checked and seen like who he's following and what he was saying, you know, some of the stuff don't even look like he wrote it, but if he did, or it's his people, you know, bloggers, the devil, fake media people, they're gonna take that stuff and run, because they all about devouring and conquering. And everything that my family worked for, our reputation, you know, just because somebody that's incarcerated say whatever, it's entertainment for the world. But this is not entertainment. This is not fun. This is hurtful. You know, I know my brother said that he put some books out and made bare minimum, and that's the way he take care of his family, which, you know, in those books is what I disagree with. He talked about my mom, my dad, the people that created him. He said that they didn't do nothing for him, which is a lie. And anybody that know me, I don't need to be pat on the back or nothing. Whatever I done for him, I done it out of love. My grandmother, she's not here right now. She's my angel. I know that, and she should be his angel. I've never heard him talk about her like that. But I know Kim Kardashian put out one tweet, and she is angel, which is crazy to me. But I appreciate it. Like I said, my brother is innocent, and I hope she can get him out. I want him to come home. I see where Monica, his ride or die. He just started talking back to her 7 months ago. And I know maybe it's prison talk, you know, I know he's incarcerated, and I get that. But still, you have to have a heart for the people that really helped you. Monica just got divorced last year. So I'm thinking like, that's your ride or die. That's cool if that's the way you feel. But let's be real. I have family members that think my brother coming home and they're not truthful. Maybe Silk scared to tell them the truth. My sister, my aunties, uncles, everybody think that this man is coming home and he gonna get a settlement, he gonna take care of everybody. But the truth is, and I know the truth hurt, what did he do the first time he was home? Who did he help? Why do people owe him when his friends has him incarcerated? That's the real reason he's incarcerated. I changed my life and I left those same friends behind because they didn't want to do right. They wasn't on the same page I was on. So God said, you got to cut people off. You got to do the right thing. And this to my brother, if you sitting in that cell, you got social media, you can see this, because I'm not coming to the jailhouse no more. You know, I'm not getting filled on, you know, motherfucker touching on my ass, doing the same thing, looking for, do I have something on me? No, I don't. I changed my life. My grandmother that's deceased now, they was touching on her ass every time she go down there, and people still ungrateful. My mom, my dad, my brothers, aunties, uncles, everybody get filled on. When you go to prison to go see somebody, you might not come home either. I'm not going through that no more for ungrateful people. So all y'all bloggers or whatever, y'all could understand one thing. The ATM, I'm pulling the plug off. Because people that's ungrateful and don't appreciate me, even my own family members, they'll forget. Because you could give people, they hit you. I'm an ATM, I get it. That's what I am. I'm an ATM and now I'm a square because I'm not in the hood. I'm only not in the hood because I did the right thing. And I changed, which everybody else could change. But when you go to the club and you convicted of a crime that somebody else commit because you with the wrong people, and then the people that's with you, you call them the cut boys, that's who taking care of your business while you locked up, they on the streets, and they all done turned on you, and you say nothing about it, you never made a record about them, you never wrote a book about them, turning on you. I mean, how is that real? How is that true? Because that's your word, true. They turned on you, bro. You could have been home with your family 18 years ago. I mean, how long Monica been knowing Kim Kardashian? You done did a hunger strike, everything, bro. This could have been done. If it's gonna happen, it's just not that easy. Man, Jimbo did 22 years and he said, cuz, guess why I came home? Because I used to be mad with you. The same way your brother is, but nobody telling him the truth. You paid for lawyers, you did all this stuff, we get it. But he said, guess what? My cellie told me, you mad at people, what have you done for Pete? Have you ever made him a card for his birthday? Have you ever sent him a Christmas card or made him a belt, anything? Nobody never done that, because people always say, where do you get the man that has everything? What about just love? What about a simple thank you? Mac family called me and said, thank you, Master P, for talking about my son's story in No Limit Chronicles. It made a big difference. Hopefully my son will come home soon. So that's integrity. That's people that have humility. I'm focusing on giving back to underprivileged communities, helping the next generation with education, helping the elderly. That's what I'm doing with my resources. I'm not wasting it on no more on family members that's ungrateful. I know that's why millionaires and billionaires say, you know what, I'm gonna give my money back to charity. I'm not leaving it for ungrateful family members. And I never thought I'd feel that way, but it's the truth. So people don't have to worry about me and what I'm doing or what I work for. When you look at my grandmother that's not here, I had to pay somebody to get you to her funeral, which is crazy, and you forgot. Everything costs money. Other people are spending their money and you're not thinking about, even if somebody say they know the date, but they done told you 100 times, yeah, that's love, bro. These people who you put your trust in, your friends, they only there for the publicity. When the publicity over, nobody's gonna help you or nobody's gonna be there for you but your family, us, the ones that love you. So bro, wake up. If you get a second chance, man, be thankful. Thank that man up above.
First and foremost, before I respond to the things that he said in that interview, I want to say this. From looking at the interview, I can tell that he's hurting inside. And he's also said a lot of information that, of course, I didn't know. For instance, like he paid C to make his grandmother's funeral. And how when C Murder wrote books, he spoke about his mother and father and family in that book. Okay, I didn't know that. And how he just spoke about how he's not an ATM and how he changed his life and how people is calling him a square because he changed his life and got out of that type of life for the better, to better his life and make better decisions. And how C Murder, of course, how he hanged around the wrong type of people and how those friends are the reason why he's in this position that he's in now. So what I can say right here about Master P, first let me say this. I am a fan of you. I want you to know that I am definitely a fan. I'm not trying to come at you in a rude, mean place or a vicious place. I'm just speaking my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm speaking, looking on the outside end. And like I said, I'm proud of you, of your accomplishments from music to all your businesses, all the things that you got going on from the noodles. And of course, I'm going to support. And how family and of course, see, is ungrateful for what all you have done for him. And I will never take that from you. Like I said in a past video, like you said you put millions, and I can't say you cannot because I don't know what all you have done for him. But that's not what the video was about. It was about what I've seen. And no, you're not a square. You're actually a good black man. And you always want to teach the culture, you know, put them on game. You're always good at that stuff. You give great advice. I listen to your interviews. So you're definitely not a square because you changed your life around. If anything, it was a great thing that you got out of that type of environment, because you have to change. When you have children, you want to do better for them so they can be better and not have to go through that type of stuff. Let me go ahead and say this. It breaks my heart that both of you brothers are at odds. And I don't take no joy or anything in helping to divide, because that's not what I'm a black channel, first of all. I'm not here to divide my people. So, yeah, I'm not here to do that. I want you guys to come together. Hopefully you guys can come together and work this out. And I know you said something like that you won't be giving family money. It's going to go all to charity. I hate it has to come down to that. But, you know, it's your money. But, again, I hate that you had to feel this way. I could tell there was some pain in your heart. But I'm going to respond back to the things that replied to me. It's now time for me to respond to some things that he said in the interview that I feel is about my last video that I've done. So one of the first things that he said that it's not about me. In my previous video, I said countless times that it's not about you, Master P. I kept saying it's not about you. It's about your brother getting out, yada, yada. So he said it wasn't about him. I'll let you go ahead and have that one, P. But I do still want to say this, that the reason why I felt that way is because other people stepping in, and I feel like that he felt that he needs to be the one to help get his brother out, which is, I can't tell Master P how to feel, and he has every right to feel that way. But he says that he's not making it about him. So you know what? I give him a pass on that one. But that is why I said that, and that's the reason why I think he responded to me. And then the next thing he said quite a bit of things, but I'm going to go to this one. He did say bloggers and fake media, and he said the devil. First of all, I do not serve no devil. I'm not here to ever sell my soul, okay? I believe in a higher power guide, okay? Just let's be clear over here. I don't worship Satan and nothing. And let me speak on the video before my last video. I spoke on Monica, and I spoke a little bit on P. And I could have brought that up on that video about the social media part. But I chose not to. I was like, you know what, I'm going to leave it alone. I don't want to even go that deep, you know, with the family. But when Master P did that TMZ interview, I was like, and when he I felt like he threw Monica under the bus. I'm like, yo, I got to say something. And so I'm going to show, hold up, wait up 1 second. Let me pull this up for you guys. And before I pull it up, he was saying that he was disappointed in C, but then he said that he didn't know that C had an Instagram account. He did not know that. And the reason why I think he's saying all of that is because in my previous video, I showed a list of who all C is following, and which is not his family. And then I went to Romeo's page, Silk page, and Master page, and showed all of that. And so he's saying he did not know that. And this is my thing. If you didn't know that, your son follows C. he follows him. Silk follows him. You and your son is very close. So I find that hard to believe that he wouldn't know about that. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe he did not. But I'm sitting here thinking like your son didn't know about it. And he was saying that he didn't know if that was really his page or someone or a team was, he's saying that doesn't even sound like C, to type that out. Maybe his team is doing that. But the reason why I went on and showed that Instagram is because Monica added C Murder and he's following her and she's following him. So that's proof that that really is his page, because if it wasn't, Monica wouldn't be adding him and she wouldn't be saying all of that. So I just find it kind of, so he's saying that that he didn't know about this social media account, but Romeo did and Silk the Shocker did, or maybe they just found out after Monica added C. Maybe they just found out like everybody else found out. I'll give them the benefit of doubt for that. I'll give them the benefit of doubt for that, because I don't know if they known. I don't know how long they knew about this account that C had. So I will say that. And I'm going to go ahead and move on from that. Like I said, I didn't even want the first Monica video I did. I knew about the social media account. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to put that in there. But I did it in the second one because of the things that P was saying in his TMZ interview. That's the only reason why I did it. I'm not doing it to make you look bad that you're not following your brother back. But I just do find it I just found it weird, because you guys' history of, it's all online, I mean, I can't make that part up. However, the things that you were saying in your interview that, that I didn't know. So I can't speak on, the things you've done for him, the things your parents done for him, your siblings. I can't speak on that, because at the end of the day, you two are still family no matter what. And I think that's all I'm going to say on that part. There was one more thing that you did say in that interview. Oh, I'm going to show a picture of that. You were speaking about the books. When C Murder said he had to write multiple books to support his family, his kids, and pay lawyer fees. But you said that he wrote in that book talking about his parents, and that you didn't like that. So that part I did not know. Master P brought this up in an interview, and I spoke about this in my 2 last videos that was on this subject matter. I'll read it. It's in yellow. So I published multiple books to help feed my kids and pay lawyers bare minimum. So by him bringing this one up lets me know that he was also talking to me. What I didn't know is that he was talking about you guys' parents in that book. Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's something that I can't speak on. But I was only speaking on what C Murder was saying, that he paid his lawyers and helped to feed his children. That's how he was making his money. And so, yeah, I think that's why P said that, because I don't think P seen my other video. If anything, you probably seen the last video. But I definitely said that twice in my last video. To speak about what he said in the interview about Kim Kardashian. And I want to make this brief, because I really don't fancy this individual very much. But he said that his grandmother is his angel. And he said about C that Kim put out one tweet and she's his angel. I agree with him 100%, 110% with that. I feel like that she's not no angel. She's far from an angel, okay? And I'm not going to praise her for that. If she can get him out, of course, it's a good thing, because he don't need to be there. But I agree with him when he says that, because Master P has been doing a lot of things behind the scenes to help get his brother out. And so I'm not going to take that from him. And he has every right to feel, because that's your family. So you have that right to feel. And no, I don't think Kim is an angel for that. I'm sorry she doesn't get a cookie or a pat on the back just because of that. On to Monica. Like, where do I even start with this? This is just a lot, y'all. Like, you guys, for real. In that interview that he did, he wrote a post, and let me go ahead and read it. I know, guys, I said I'm going to be reading this, but I chose to kind of speak over this a little bit. From the interview, from this post, and from his new post to Monica post, I just feel like it's so unnecessary for him to take shots at Monica like this. Especially at a time like this, acting like this with, Black Lives Matter going on. She's a black woman at the end of the day. You don't have to take shots to say that she's been divorced, been married 2 times. That's uncalled for, Master P. And like I said in my previous video, I seen it a mile away that I felt that he felt some type of way, and I'm starting to believe that I was right here. It's just going too far now. And I hope Monica don't respond anymore to this. Just help C Murder, like you said, like you said that you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is nothing wrong. You just want to help C get out. And C Murder already said in his post, he wanted you to move on with your life. And you did just that. However, you still stayed close to him and stayed true and loyal. And he said that. And last words for P. You and C are always going to be brothers. You're right. You're family. I want you guys to get that straightened out. And, once he get out, I hope you guys can really mend your brotherhood relationship again. Because that would mean a lot to me. That you two can come together and just have a conversation and just leave the past in the past and start over for today. Because guess what, P? Your brother's still going to need you. I don't care how hard C acts. He's still going to need you. He loves you. And you love him. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I say or anybody say. You guys are family first. And family needs to stick together. And that's just that. Guys, let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Please feel free to like the video, share the video all over social media, please. You can follow me all over social media too. And shout out to my subscribers. I have a brand new subscriber. Thank you so much. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure to tap that bell so when I release videos, you get to see it. Until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.